Okay, this is like the easiest way to show it. I can do, clips, but it gets so big. Anyway, so here is your mother and father, grandma and grandpa. So my mom is right there. So then this is your grandmother and grandfather. Mom said she confirmed that because she said grandma, your grandma, her grandma, hated your mother. And it was always a very contentious thing. Anyway, here's grandma's parents, your mother's parents, so your other grandparents. We got some pictures too. Ooh, can't see it like that. Okay, and then there's Helen Lansing. See. Okay, and then Levi Sumner, Mary Steinman Sumner, and then Helen Lansing's parents. And because you can see, I went up those lines. I was sick for a little while, or not sick, but I couldn't move very well, so I did this. And then this would be, what would that be? Grandma's grandparents. So Anthony Daly and Mary Riley. I think that's funny because there's a movie called Mary Riley. Julia Roberts plays it. So then, oh, this would be yours and mom's great grandparents. Okay, so there's another set there. So that's like, you can go like up lines, about 50 different lines. It gets pretty wild. Let's see here. So Liza Sumner and John Gay Sumner. Now, I looked and I figured that story that you sent, which was really interesting, if you were in the direct line, then it would be their children. And I haven't looked at this for a long time. Maybe there's a census or something that I can find. But there must be something that connects that. But it would be probably, no, maybe not. Maybe Jabez's children. I don't know. Somewhere in this category here. So these are your third. Now we're just going on Sumner here. See, there's all kinds of lines that go up. Okay, and then, so your fourth great grandparents, Jazaniah, and then Judith. Look at that. Mom's namesake. Okay, and then Ebenezer Sumner, and here we are in 1600s. Elizabeth Clapp. Roger Sumner. This is the one that the ship here represents. This is who came over to the U.S. And I think we'll go into it a little bit here. So you're from Oxfordshire, England, to Massachusetts. And what was the name of the ship? Let me see if I can figure that out. I'll have to get back on that. It could be too long. Oh, shoot. Popped back down. Okay, but I think it's still up there. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, Roger Sumner is who came over to the U.S., and his father was William Sumner, Mary Swift, mother. And this is the one that I always remember, Roger the Man Sumner. That is a crest. That is the Sumner family crest. I don't know what this is all about, but that looks pretty interesting to research. I wish I had more time. I would do that. So this fella married her first and then married that one. Okay, and then here's William Sumner. Grace Jones. Isn't there a singer named Grace Jones? So William H. Sumner, and his father is William Sumner, 1500. And okay, so there are, we have all the children here. Cool. Turner Sumner, 1450. Let's see if I got, yeah. William John Le Sumner. And they did that. They changed their names sometimes. Hugh Le Sumner and Elizabeth Ardenton. I'm going to have to look into that. Why it's Le Sumner. That sounds very French. Yeah, so I got 2, 1377.